Welcome back to another session of your Employability Level 1 certificate. Today we are focusing on Unit 5, Business and Customer Awareness. Please remember to adhere to health and safety guidelines and remember your safeguarding leads are Tracy Turner and Marie Spence. We are adhering to Prevent and British values and equality and diversity. We have all types of learners in these sessions from all different ages and backgrounds and genders. Please make sure that you have signed and registered today so that we are aware that you have attended the session. Today's aims and objectives are to understand the different types of business and organisations, their purposes and customers in their area. Complete evidence required to complete part of Unit 5. The criteria you're going to meet today are 1.1, identify the main areas of business for 3 different types of organisations in their local area, at least one of which must be a national organisation, and 1.2, identify the types of customer for 1 local and 1 national organisation identified. Today we are covering Unit 5, Business and Customer Awareness, Part 1. There are different types of businesses such as sole traders, partnerships, private limited, public limited, franchises, and not-for-profit. Can you see if you can find out what these different businesses are? Spend some time doing some research on what these types of businesses are. A sole trader is solely responsible for everything the business does. This is the usual form for small shops and businesses that provide services such as beauticians, hairdressers, photographers, gardeners, and so on and so forth. They start their own business and most often use their own money to fund the venture. They are responsible for their own health and safety, paying taxes and national insurance. They need to register as self-employed with HMRC. Partnership. This is made up a business with 2 or more people. Any profits, debts, and decisions related to the business are a shared responsibility. These are common practices for that offer services such as accountants, dentists, doctors, solicitors, and so on. We apologise, they need to register business partnership with HMRC. Private limited. Most small businesses are private limited companies. You must have shareholders to invest in the company. Shares only available privately, for example, to family members. The shares are not available to buy publicly, so they cannot be traded on the stock market. It's legally separate from the people who run it, has separate finances from your personal ones, and can keep any profit it makes after paying tax. You need to register with Companies House. Public limited. Being a public limited company is much more complex and is usually reserved for large companies. To be called a PLC, a company must have more than 1 director and a trading certificate from Companies House. PLCs can sell their shares and stocks on the market so anyone can buy them. It is easy to raise money using this method, as it also means that the company's accounts are in the public domain. The company must also be audited and make certain information available to Companies House. PLCs can be brought out by any other shareholders. Franchise. A franchise involves you using another company's successful business model to create your own shop or restaurant, etc. You buy the franchise and trade off the good name of the company you've bought into. You'll have to pay fees to the franchisor, and you pay royalties for using the trademark, fees for the training and advice received, and there are specific and complex laws relating to franchise contracts. For example, Subway, you would have to find a suitable location. Subway would then provide you with their livery, food products, and use of trademark. You make money because customers who are already familiar with Subway, so you have an instant customer base. Franchise are for a fixed period of time from 5 to 35 years and cover certain location known as territory. Not-for-profit, formed by a group of people in order to pursue a common not-for-profit goal. Any profits made is not distributed to the members. It is dedicated to furthering a particular social cause or advocating for a particular point of view. Uses the revenue made to achieve its purpose or mission, and charities don't pay tax on most type of income as long as the money is used for charitable purposes. You cannot have shareholders within a charity, and charities must register with HMRC. Your first activity is business types. You have been provided with 12 different businesses. In your groups, you need to put them in appropriate category. So which different card fits into sole trader, partnership, private limited, public limited, franchise, and not-for-profit. When you're ready, complete this activity. Different types of customers. Different types of customers are loyal, discount, impulse, need-based, and segmented. Loyal customers. These customers will always come back to the business. They will recommend you to other people, and they have high expectations of the business and goods they are buying. They represent no more than 20% of a customer base, and they make up more than 50% of sales. Discount customers. These customers shop stores frequently. They make buying decisions based on the size of the markdowns. They have a price expectation in mind, and it doesn't matter how good the service is, they will always want a discount. They will only purchase when there is a discount, and they will recommend only if they've made a good deal. Impulse customers. These customers do not have to buy a particular item at the top of their to-do list. They don't really think about their purchase or experience. And so they come into store on a whim. They'll purchase what seems to be good at the time. They're quite easy to sell to, and they tend to purchase multi-deals even if they don't need it. Needs-based customers. They have a specific intention to buy a particular type of item, and these customers will have an expectation. They may have cost in mind, but as they need this, they may waver depending on importance. They will come in intentionally based on your business type, and they have an intention to buy if you have what they need. Segmenting customers. These are into groups based on the business. You can get these customers to meet the needs of the basis, and this is normally within marketing. For example, a business that is a dating agency for over 50s will try and target that market, so therefore age and marital status will be their priority. They could then look at location and interests of people within those segments. Your next activity for customer types. You have been provided with 12 different cards of different customers. From the previous game, select a company that you'd like to focus on, and in your groups, you need to put them in to identify their customer types and their segmented customers. Your next activity is to research a national organisation. In pairs, research a national organisation. You need to look into the organisation and identify the following. What type of business is it? What is their main area of business? Who are their customers? You would then complete a worksheet to fill out the information that you have found. Your next activity is a research 2 local businesses. In pairs, research 2 local businesses. You will need to look into the organisation and identify the following. What type of business is it? What is their main area of business? And who are their customers? You will then complete a worksheet to fill out the information that you have found. Take a moment to reflect on what you've learned today. So what are the different types of businesses? What are the different types of customers? And do you now have a further understanding of what businesses aim for what customers? Thank you very much, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next session.